No food, no water. A few words that speak volumes about the failure of the international effort to help the starving in southern Somalia. Almost 3 months on from the day the UN declared a famine here, protesters in Mogadishu feel they have to shout to be heard. And this in the Somali capital, a city with a working port, roads and aid agencies. Imagine how it is deeper inland where those agencies struggle to reach. Food is getting in, just not enough of it. Workers unload sugar, oil and flour into warehouses by the port, but the scale of this crisis is still outstripping the world's response. Despite the tons of food pouring into Somalia, the UN says the number of people at risk of dying has more than doubled. 3 months ago, it was 350,000. Now it's 750,000. Nobody knows how many people have already died, but the UN talks of tens of thousands, more than half of them children. It's not as if the world wasn't warned. When the UN declared the famine, camps full of people fleeing the drought had already sprung up in vacant land across Mogadishu. And the UN's own early warning system predicted the crisis over a year ago. It's also about to get a whole lot worse. The wet season will start soon, but before crops can grow, the rains will make life inside these shelters even more miserable. They'll bring diseases like measles and dysentery to people already weakened by hunger. Without more food and shelter, the death rate is certain to rise. The reasons why the world has failed Somalia will be the subject of academic studies and debates for years to come. But here's another statistic that goes at least some way towards an answer. Back in August, the UN said it would need $1 billion to deal with this crisis. It's so far received a third of that figure. Peter Greste, Al Jazeera, Nairobi.